Hey everyone, Zane here. Today I am going to be going over something regarding Cookie Run Kingdom. It is a mobile game, which I'm playing on a emulator, because it is supported for PC. But I have noticed some people don't exactly know where to go when it comes to their kingdom, or how to make their cookies stronger. So I just wanted to go over some of the things that people can do to make their cookie stronger. So first and foremost, we're going to be looking at each cookie in particular. For example, here is dark cacao. He is my personal favorite cookie. Uh, the first and most foremost way to make a cookie stronger is to level them up. Not every If you were just starting the game out, you won't be able to get your cookies to level 80 yet. Uh, I don't exactly remember the levels that you unlock and at when. However, it is based on your castle level. At higher levels is when you gain the ability to get higher level cookies. I don't think it's too far in to get level 80. Let's see. So if I were to take, say, Snow Sugar Cookie, level up to straight up, it makes their power go from 8,000 to 5,000 to 52,000. Sorry. And power is not the only thing. Power is not definite, but it is the first step. Following that, you want to level up their skill. The skill does take uh, gold to level up, such as, say, to at certain levels, it requires more materials, different types of powders, and more gold. But the higher level their skill level is, it also gives them more power. Uh, Following that, you want to work on toppings. Toppings are unlocked as your cookies become higher levels. You won't have all of them at first. I'm pretty sure you only have one at first, at level 1. And these cookies are, depending on the type you choose, and their substats as they get higher levels. Late game, you'll have epic toppings, which can go all the way. However, to start out with, you will most likely have common ones, like the extra small ones. Let's take Searing Raspberry Extra Small, for example. It only has one extra upgrade at +6. Then following that, there are rares, which get a +9, and then epics, which get an additional one at +12. Uh, the major stats you want to increase are attack, HP, defense, and crit damage. These definitely help you get more power and have your cookies being stronger than they are. It kind of depends on the exact cookie you're dealing with on what topping you want. I'll go further into that on another video. But for my dark cacao, I have Searing Raspberry, but I know that Cooldown, which is Swift Chocolate, is probably better. These. Swift Chocolate is probably better for dark cacao, but I personally go with attack. Then, there are biscuits. However, you don't get those until you go into Beast Yeast, which is, I'd say maybe mid-game-ish, maybe a little early game. Um, but biscuits are items that you can equip your cookies with, depending on their class, and they will give you even more buffs. For example, I have a charge one for Dark Cacao because he's a charge cookie, and I have all the stats to attack. I have one for, let's say, Mystic Flower Cookie with cooldown. Same goes for Korean Ferret Cookie or Pitaya with attack as well. Hence why my Dark Cacao is so high in power despite being only 2 stars promoted and 1 star awakened. Heck, my golden cheese cookie is far higher than Dark Cacao, and she's only 3 star awakened. She has attack, and damage resist bypass. Now, there are other ways to increase your stats. For example, I didn't mean to do that. Just need to go in here. There are buildings called landmarks that you can place into your kingdom, which gives you buffs at other levels. The most important ones would be, like this one, the Dreaming Jelly Lion statue, which increases your attack. The Everwinter Snow Globe, which increases your defense. Your HP, which is from the Morning Dew Garden. Not this one, but it is very good to have. It makes all materials and goods production time down by 10%. This one is only good for ancient cookies, like Dark Cacao and Golden Cheese. This one is for crit percent, which is also good, but doesn't necessarily directly do adds to your power. There is the Ominous Cake Tower, which is HP, and the Chocolate Altar of the Fallen, which does crit damage, which does increase your direct power. Oh, okay, didn't mean to click on that. Furthermore, later on in the game, you will gain access to the laboratory. The laboratory is very good at, later on, it gives small boosts to start with, but the more you upgrade it, the more better it will become. For now, we will be focusing on the cookies. You definitely want to get this up. If you are early on in the game trying to get your levels up, get this. It will make your star jellies get more bang for your buck, pretty much. Furthermore, other upgrades such as these will increase your cookies' HP depending on their type. And then there is an additional one which does all of their health at once, but at a smaller rate. For example, at max level it would be a plus 2%, but at plus 10 for just a particular class would be 3%. That is a straight up 5 additional percent on top of everything else. And this goes for defense right here as well, and attack right here as well. For later on, there's additional ones going the same chronological order: HP, defense, then attack. An upgrade I would suggest investing in is... Did I pass it? I might have. Yep, right here. Toppings. Cheap upgrades for toppings. Toppings get incredibly expensive without this type of upgrade. Toppings can... If you are leveling up a team to min-max, they can become incredibly expensive. Because every time you upgrade something, they have a chance to fail. And this applies to pretty much anything. And most forms of upgrades costs gold, besides just straight up normally level. Skill levels, biscuit levels, actually I should show that as well. Biscuit levels, level 30 is the max for them, costs gold as well. And at higher levels, grants more bonuses to additionally on top of the substats. But that is much farther on. Now, on a earlier stage would be bonds. People wouldn't look at bonds too much, I don't think, but they're incredibly important. For example, take the Royal Dynasty. At each level, all your cookies get a flat bonus to certain stats. For example, all cookies plus 50 HP, plus 250 HP, plus 300 HP, and all these other stats just for having each of these level cookies at higher stars. So promoting your cookies is very important, at least if they are on this list or on each bond list. Of course, it may be difficult depending on the cookies, especially if you are a free-to-play player, like I mostly am. It will be difficult for getting epic cookies such as Vampire Cookie or, say, Madeline Cookie right here, an Espresso Cookie, to higher levels. But it is worth it in the end, as it adds up for every single cookie. There are costume sets as well, which do grant bonuses as well, such as this. I managed to unlock White Lily's Moonflower Fairy costume just yesterday. I hadn't even checked this yet, but by doing this, I now get a flat 15 additional to all cookies' attacks, and all buffs get amplified. Or right here, with Financier's costume, gets me a plus 15 to attack and defense. Or, I wasn't aware of these ones, but all cookies attack plus 50, plus 250 defense, plus 100 attack, plus 500 HP. Or this, plus 150 defense, 300 HP. In the short term, they do not appear to be very big buffs, but in the long term, they will help exponentially when getting your cookies to be stronger. Other ways to increase your power is guilds. Guilds are very big, especially later on, especially if you have a high-level guild, such as mine. Every guild's base stats, just from the guild being a high level, will give you pretty good stats to all your cookies. All of them. And there is a thing called the Cookie Alliance, which allows you to get things called artifacts, which you put into the guild museum, or relics, sorry. And while most items don't have individual effects, oftentimes they're all a part of a gallery, such as these. They don't have any individual effect, but together they give you, at least currently, a plus 7% to coin that you would get from battles, or increased attack by 600 for ambush cookies, and 600 for ranged cookies. Cast an HP shield. Some of them are particularly for guild battle, alliances, and so on, but for the most part, it is specifically for just anywhere in the game. These play a big part in increasing one's level. Um, and if you are curious on how to get levels and such like star jellies, you can do these. This is the from the Awesome Kingdom Guide from the Welcome Back missions. A lot of these give star jellies, especially in very large quantities. You can have 5 landmark buildings upgraded to level 3 or higher. Gives you 300 level 4s. Or right here, place decors to earn 10,000 decor points, 200 level 7s, and so on. These are really easy to complete and are very useful to making yourself stronger. Now, regarding on how to get all the gold for this type of thing, there are several ways. Shut up, creme brulee. There are many ways to get coins. People say the best way is through the Tree of Wishes, which during the weekend does have a increased amount of coins that you can get from them. Myself, being this where I am in the game, I still don't find it easy to complete the Tree of Wishes. If you can, then yes, do it, because the daily rewards are very good as they go up. But for myself, I don't find it sustainable, so what I do is I go to the bounties, and right here is uh, the bounty that gives you gold. All these bounties give you different things, and they have different levels, which get harder and harder as you go in, with level 15 being the max. No. On certain days, these do get even more. So, for example, I believe it is. Yes, so Thursday, the Elite Ginkgoblin Sniper gets a 30% increase to gold coins. And every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all of them get an additional 30%, all except the Cake Hound Den. When this is active, I can get about 100,000 per go. And that would get me about 900,000 gold during those days. Not to mention, if you have the diamonds to spend and are willing to, pumpkin pie. If you wanted to, I could say for 300 diamonds, I could refill once, and it gives you 6 immediately. Do that again. That is another 400,000. That is per day. Let me get my calculator because I don't know math very well. My phone will let me. Let's see, 9 plus 6. That is 15. 15 times a day that you can get gold. Of course, it is not the best way, but it is pretty good for this part of the game when you're still trying to figure out how to get more gold. Now, there is the Fountain of Abundance, which gets you some gold based on its level. But that one is not too good, at least not by itself, just like how you saw it with the watermelon punch ship as well. I would also suggest checking the events, because events do give you quite a bit of different things. I'm not certain if many of them give gold. Yep, so like this one. trading at the Seaside item market 5 times, 30,000 gold. And all around, these are just incredibly useful things to complete, especially while the events are still up and running. Definitely complete the passes when you can, as they do give quite a bit themselves, such as immediately, pretty much at level 2, which is not hard to get to at all, 10,000 gold, and it kind of just goes on and gets you more and more. And then there is this, the Golden Cheese Cookies Chest of Trophies, currently only going on for 9 days. I don't know if it's going to continue after that. Every day, whenever you clear any world exploration stage once, you get 100 of these strike points, and it costs 200 to do a single strike. Or you can clear any beast raid stage once, or load a ship with 30,000 points, like you saw me do, hence why I have 1,000 now. There are a lot of ways to get stuff in the game. It's not too difficult. Now, I would say the Kingdom Arena is really good as well for getting, say, XP jellies, time jumpers, some Aurora items, and even soul stones. But it is kind of dependent on your server, as some servers have a much more fierce competition regarding it. As if you lose too many of your fights, you can go down a level. Let me see, what else can I teach? There are Sublime Cake Tower. It is, each level gives you quite a bit of gold. Early on, at least for me, it was not too difficult from level 1 on. These do give you cake pieces, which are what you use to upgrade the Ominous Cake Tower, which gives you quite a bit of XP, starting with an additional +5, and can go up to level 70. That's a lot of levels you can get just for this. Or, well, HP, anyway. It is highly dependent on skill, however, because I personally cannot go past Tray 40, and I believe at certain levels they do give higher amounts of Chaos Cake pieces, but for the most part it's usually 84. So I believe at the top of my head that is pretty much all I can think of to help regarding making your cookies stronger. Now, if ever possible, if you have cookies who have a magic candy, try to make it as soon as possible, because it will make them much stronger. Such as Financier cookie is my only cookie that has a magic candy, and makes her significantly stronger than what would be expected of epic cookies. Hence why I have her in most of my teams. Even despite the fact she's only 3 stars. I would also say focus on more rare cookies. Of course, there are many cookies that are very good at lower levels, such as Financier and Cream Ferret, which is special. But for the most part, most epics do not hold up by themselves, I've noticed. I'm not going to claim I know everything regarding meta. I know many cookies that have magic candies can begin to hold up if they are properly built. But if you are a simple casual player, if possible, try and go for legendaries, super epics, ancients, dragons, etc., because they will be much better than any normal cookie. With that in mind, I believe that is all that I can think of. So, uh, oh, something else is daily, sending gifts friends, daily gifts. Many people do it, and it gives you gold. Maybe not a crazy bunch, but it adds up if you have friends who are active and always sends gifts. So, with that in mind, I hope this managed to help you. I am so sorry if I rambled on. If y'all like this type of video, please comment and let me know, and I will continue and I will make more. Thank you for watching.